So, good evening. So, we'll start with same meditation, whatever we are doing, the same thing. There's nothing different, but today we'll see some more detail. So, today we'll discuss about mind control. So, mind control means like um, basically the idea of meditation itself is to calm down the mind, right? So, the mind keeps wandering. There are several thoughts that happens within a second. So, how to control the mind? That's the basic thing is called meditation. There is also another technique called Vicharam that is also very powerful. So today we'll discuss only meditation. Okay. So there are three different ways where you can just make your mind calm. So first one is when you chant Om chanting. There are two gaps between Om chanting, right? That we discussed earlier also. So when you focus on that silence, automatically your mind will become calm. So that we will try today again. So just focus on the Om, focus on the Agnya Chakra, keep focusing on the Om. Between two Oms, when there is a silence, just observe the silence. So that is one technique. The second technique is when you inhale and then you hold it. So it is called Kumbhakam. So when you hold the breath, your mind completely stops. So that's also another reason why we do pranayama. So we'll see pranayama more in detail on Friday. But the most important aspect of pranayama is not just breath control, it is also about mind control. So when you hold your breath, your mind will completely stop. The third technique is when you do meditation, not even meditation, when you're sitting idle, when you focus on your breath, what will happen is you will inhale, okay? You'll inhale the air. Once you inhale the air, then there will be a small gap will be there. ஸோ வென் இன்ஹேல் தேர் தெல் பி ஸ்மால் கேப். தட் இஸ் நம்ம காற்றை உள்ளே இழுக்கிறோம் இல்லையா, அப்படி உள்ளே இழுக்கிறப்போ நடுப்பில் ஒரு சின்ன கேப் ஒன்று இருக்கும். அகெயின் வென் யூ எக்ஸேல், again after the exhaling there is a small gap. So these two gaps when you observe, one second. So when you observe these two gaps, right, அதாவது இந்த மூச்சை உள்ளே எடுக்கிறப்போ ஒரு சின்ன கேப் இருக்கும், மூச்சை வெளியில் விடுறப்போ ஒரு கேப் இருக்கும். ஸோ தீஸ் டூ கேப்ஸ் when you observe, then your mind will also become peaceful. So we'll try all the three techniques today. Okay. First we'll do Om chanting. So we'll just play Om chanting for 5 minutes. Just focus on Agnya Chakra, and after the Om is over, focus on the silence. Just observe the silence. Okay. We'll start. Yeah, so please come back to normal. So I hope you are able to observe the silence, right? See, there are many videos in YouTube, but unfortunately, none of the videos on Om chanting has a silence. So I have published, one or two Om chanting with silence, so you can practice that. Suppose if you don't have access to video, what you can do is you chant Om maybe some 5 or 6 times, and then give a break. So once you give a break, then what happens? Your mind will become calm. So give some break, maybe a minute or something, and again, once you start, your mind start thinking, then again chant Om. So do this continuously, then your mind will become more, this. So that's the first one. Okay. Now let's try the second thing. So in the second one, what we'll do is we'll inhale. Okay. I will tell you, you can inhale and then hold the breath. Okay. So when you hold the breath, your mind will stop thinking. So let's try that. Okay. So I'll just give the instruction. You can try it now. Okay. Yeah. Please inhale and hold the breath. Yeah. If you are not able to hold the breath, you can relax. Otherwise, please hold the breath. Yeah. Just relax. Again, take a deep breath. So this time, see, you have to inhale, with your belly going out. Huh? We are doing yogic breathing, not normal breathing. So inhale, hold your breath. Just hold your breath. Yeah. Relax. Inhale again. Hold your breath. If you can hold your breath, you can relax. Otherwise, hold your breath. Just relax. Okay. So we'll now do Om chanting. Along with Om chanting, you can try this. Okay. Just inhale deeply and hold your breath and hold as much as possible. If you are not able to hold your breath, you can just relax. So while you are holding the breath, just focus on the mind. Just see how your mind is, whether it is able to think something. Try that out. Okay. We'll start the Om chanting now. When you are holding the breath, just see whether I think Mrs. Vinita has a question. So yeah, don't worry about the duration. Just inhale as much as possible. Hold the breath. So tomorrow in pranayama, we'll discuss what is the duration, how much to hold. Everything we'll discuss tomorrow. Okay. So today, just do only to relax, because if you try to hold the breath or no, you do beyond what you can, then it will become very difficult. Okay. Yeah. So how was it? Were you able to think when you're holding the breath? How was your experience? Anybody want to share? See, okay, maybe I think if you didn't find any big difference, don't worry, you practice it. See, when you hold the breath, your mind will stop thinking. That is the most important thing we need to understand. So when you hold the breath, your mind will stop thinking. So basically, when you do pranayama, there is a duration like one is to three is to two. We'll see it on Friday. So when you increase the duration, right, you can't increase just like that. You need to practice. But when you practice and when you increase the duration, then your mind will completely stop. Similarly, when you do Om chanting, between two Om, focus. So what you can do is just chant Om 5 or 6 times, and then stop the Om chanting. Just observe the silence. Again, when your brain start thinking something, again chant some 10 more. So repeat this and try to increase the duration. Otherwise, you can take that Om meditation challenge that I posted, where I given some break. Okay. So these are all the two techniques. So the first technique is when you chant Om and then observe the silence, your brain stops thinking. That is the first one. The second one is when you hold the breath, your mind stops thinking. So these are all the two techniques. Okay, the third technique I will tell you, but we cannot do it here because it needs a lot of practice. You can do it only when you are sitting alone. You cannot do it here. So what you have to do is sit straight, okay, or you can lie down also. If you're sitting, that will be better, but you can also lie down. The problem in lying down is you will sleep. So that's why you have to sit. So sit in Padmasana or any position. So nera ukandukano. Then what you have to do is just observe your breath. Okay, don't breathe. Okay, don't forcefully breathe. See, this will happen. So you will start breathing forcefully. So don't do that. Just observe the breath. Then see, no, then what will happen? The you can feel the air going inside. Okay, and then you can see there will be a small gap. So this gap you cannot find out in the beginning. It will take some time. So it will take probably 2 to 3 weeks to observe the gap, because even first 1 week will go in controlling your breath. Whenever you observe your breath, no, you will start breathing in and out by force. Okay, it will not happen automatically. So that itself will take a week time. So once after 1 week you have mastered the art of noticing your breath, without altering it. If you are able to feel the breath that it is going and coming out, then in the second week what you do, observe, there will be a small gap will be there. So when you inhale, there will be a small gap. When you exhale, there will be a small gap. So when you start observing that small gap, right, the duration will start increasing, and then your mind will become very peaceful. Actually, when you observe the breath itself, your mind will become very peaceful. So these are all the three techniques. So you can try it at home. So I just wanted to share with all of you. Okay. So anybody has any questions?
Ramesh, Radhika here again.
Yeah, Radhika.
See, the whole thing is the mind has to stop, or it's like you're not forcefully making your mind to stop thinking. It just has to get into that state, right?
Uh, See, you are not forcefully making it think. Sorry,
Yeah,
stop. Right. When you are
yeah,
doing this exercise, automatically your mind will get calm.
Yeah, because see, the thing is, now, for example, when we do that Om, and then between the Om, as the duration of the pause increases, then you, um, so there, when we did that exercise last time, or when I tried in between also, shifting from breathing to non-breathing, that is a conscious effort. Okay. Now, today when we did breathe, hold, and release, here, yes, the mind automatically did not think. I mean, it stopped thinking, as you correctly said. So this state is something which it automatically happened. Whereas when we do the Om chanting, and then there is a gap, and then we again Om chanting happens, there the mind doesn't rest, because we are still focusing either on the breath or not on the breath.
No, see, Radhika, uh, maybe I'm mixing multiple things and sharing with you. See, pranayama people do on daily basis, right?
Yeah.
So the focus on pranayama is to increase your lung capacity.
Yeah.
Also, it's for this purpose to control your mind. So that is one. So pranayama is different, right? We never do pranayama when we do meditation, right? It is done separately, correct? But since we are doing everything together, I just played Om chanting.
Oh.
Otherwise, you do pranayama. Tomorrow we'll discuss about pranayama also. We do pranayama separately, right? It has nothing to do with meditation. That is one. The second thing is what you said about the breathing technique, right? That because we are doing it for the first time, you are not able to focus. So if you focus on breathing, then your meditation goes for a toss or
Yeah.
vice versa,
Yeah.
right? That is happening only because we are doing it for the first time. But once you start doing, see, for example, like now when we heal, right, patients, right, automatically, you will start breathing from your belly. So that will come by practice. So what you can do, you can take this into three separate things, right? Pranayama you can practice separately. Om chanting, what you can do, very simple. Don't chant Om, just
Yeah.
observe the Om. You can play the Om, you can observe the Om, and then keep a gap for maybe 2-3 minutes and keep increasing. Or manually you can pass the Om also. Then try to see whether your mind is able to control, right? And this is not you are doing forcefully. Your mind is getting some rest, okay? And when you do this several times, right, over a period of time, whenever there is a stress, when you just relax, automatically your mind will get relaxed. That's the main thing. And the next one is your Om chanting, right? That you can practice separately without any breathing technique. So all three you can do it separately. Just for the sake of this thing, I just put all three together. You can practice all three separately.
Okay. Fine. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Any other
இந்த
question?
ஓம்
Anybody else?
ஓம் 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 சாண்டிங் பண்ணும்பொழுது
Ah,
இப்போ நம்ம இன்ஹேல் பண்றோம், ஹோல்டு பிரெத், எக்ஸ்ஹேல், 3 ஸ்டேஜா சொல்றோம் இல்லையா?
ஆமா.
ஓம் வந்து நம்ம இந்த சான் பண்றத வந்து நம்மளே மனசுக்குள்ள சான் பண்ணி அந்த ஓமோட சேர்ந்து அந்த இதுங்கிறத வந்து இன்ஹேல் பண்ணும்போது பண்ணணுமா, ஹோல்டு பிரெத் போது பண்ணணுமா, எக்ஸ்ஹேல் போது பண்ணணுமா?
இல்ல அதுதான் நான் சொன்னேன். இப்போ நம்ம வந்து ஆக்சுவலி நம்ம பண்றது வந்து பிராணாயாமம். அதை வந்து நம்ம ஓமோட சேர்த்து சொல்றோம். நம்ம அது ஏன்னா நான் வெறும்னவங்களை நான் இன்ஹேல் பண்ணுங்க, ஹோல்ட் பண்ணுங்கன்னு சொன்னா புரியாது இல்லையா? அதனால நான் வந்து ஓமோட சேர்த்து சொல்றேன். ஆக்சுவலி ஓம் சாண்டிங் பண்றப்ப நம்ம பிராணாயாமம் பண்ணணும்னு அவசியம் இல்லை. பிராணாயாமம் நம்ம தனியாவே பண்ணலாம். அது நாளைக்கு நம்ம பார்க்கலாம் எப்படி பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு. இது ஜஸ்ட் ஒரு ஒரு இதுக்கான நம்ம வந்து பிராணாயாமம் ஏன்
கேஷுவலா நம்ம மாட்டி இன்ஹேல் பண்ணணும், பிரத்தம் எவ்வளவு முடியுதோ ஹோல்ட் பண்ணிட்டு திரும்பி எக்ஸ்ஹேல் பண்ணணும். அது வந்து இந்த ஓம் சாண்டிங் முடியறதுக்குள்ள இருக்கணும் இந்த 3 ஸ்டேஜும்.
இல்ல ஓம் சாண்டிங் சம்பந்தமே இல்ல, நம்ம தனியாவே பண்ணலாம். I'll just repeat in English also. So the question what he is asking is that whether we should sync up our inhaling, holding and exhaling with the Om chanting. So there is no relationship between Om chanting and this thing. I just played Om chanting because when you do it separately, it will be very boring. So that's why I played Om and then I asked you to sync up. So these two are nothing to do with each other. So Om chanting you can chant separately. Pranayama you can do separately. So you can hold the breath as much as possible. You can inhale, exhale. So tomorrow, next Friday, we will discuss more about pranayama. I will also tell you, all the techniques of pranayama. Yeah, we'll discuss on Friday more in detail about pranayama.
Okay. Thank you, Ji. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else has any other? Okay, so if we don't have any question, I think then let's meet on Friday. So Friday we'll see pranayama. I think everybody knows what is pranayama, but we will see some details about pranayama. What is the scientific meaning behind pranayama? There is also one book, written by I forgot his name. It's a very good book. I will publish it in the WhatsApp group, so you can actually buy the book. The book is very good. It is, I think, it is written by Ramdev Guruji, I think. So he has written a book on pranayama. It's very good actually. It has given some practical outcome of practicing pranayama for a quite long time. Okay, so Friday we'll meet again and then we'll discuss on pranayama. I think with that we are done for this month. Okay, yeah. Thank you. Good night, everyone. We'll meet again on Friday. Thank you.